Welcome to my podcast. I'm the Laughing Philosopher. Life is complicated. You are complicated. Everything seems to have been figured out, except how to live a happy life, guided by wisdom and reason. What does it mean to be a good person? What is love? Who am I before I was told who I am? Why haven't I found myself yet? Why do I have regrets? Is this a just world? Almost from the moment of birth, we've been told how to behave, how to fit in, and how to fulfill other people's expectations. We grow to fear that we will lack importance or cease to exist in the lives of others if we think for ourselves and question the rules and roles that we've been told define us. Only when wisdom and reason removes this illusion can we live authentically in the world around us and become our real selves. Episode 2. Are you being true to yourself? Who are you? No, that's not who you are. That's who you were told you are. Who are you before you were told who you are? To be a great philosopher, one must lead a great philosopher's life. And Diogenes did. He was friends with Plato and Alexander the Great. His home was a discarded wine barrel on the streets of Athens. And Diogenes was known for ending conversations with fools by urinating on them. Once, Diogenes carried a lantern in daylight through the crowded streets of Athens. He told people that he was searching for a human being. People thought he was crazy. He looked for a human being here, there, everywhere, and at the end of the day, Diogenes gave up. Diogenes was searching for an individual, a person who thinks for himself, makes up his own mind, and is guided only by reason and compassion. He was looking for one person who is true to himself. But the only people he found were those who conformed to other people's rules and expectations unthinkingly and obey society's norms and social conventions unquestioningly. Most people would rather die than to ever think for themselves. And they do, every day, by the dozens. So what do you have to do to be an individual? You must return to who you are and know yourself again for the first time. Once, I had a dream. I was dead, and I stood before the throne of God to be judged. And God didn't ask me, "Why were you not Jesus Christ?" He asked me, "Why were you not Robert Corey?" Human behavior has been solved. Almost from the moment of birth, the structures of society become the structures of our consciousness. Malvina Reynolds sang, "There's a green one and a pink one, and a blue one and a yellow one, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky, and they all look just the same." Conventional roles and rules are engraved on your personality, like the inscription on a gravestone. They become your own. They are not out there. You feel as if they've always been part of you, and they become who you are. Yes, you feel free, but your feelings of freedom only indicate the extent to which you have absorbed other people's beliefs and expectations as your own. Just as a tree absorbs rain, You feel free because you are a prisoner. And like Diogenes, if you feel like a prisoner, then you are truly free. Do you want freedom or servitude? An original thought is frightening to most people. And yet, every new idea has entered the world through the mind of one human being who is not afraid to be an individual and to think for oneself. Kierkegaard wanted only 2 words to be inscribed on his gravestone: the individual. But the church refused. Your life is not a role that must be performed. Your life is not a script with lines that must be spoken, and with feelings and emotions that must meet the expectations of your audience, of parents, friends, and strangers. Your life is not a performance to be judged. People who think the stuff they see on television is just like the real-life world are probably the same people who think an aquarium is just like the ocean. Your life is an orchestra of possibilities which reaches to infinity. Your life is a process of self-creation to be worked out and determined by you and you alone. You exist for yourself. Your life is not a question with a right or wrong answer. The only question there is to ask about everything you do, every action, every emotion, every thought, and every idea, is this: are you true to yourself? And the only right answer is, I am more than what I am expected to do. I am me. Most people are happy to do what other people expect of them. Ask yourself, when was the last time another person's behavior really surprised you because it was not what you expected of him? Most people are terrified of the individual, and individuality is often mistaken for insanity. Mostly, life is spent frantically searching for a book of instructions and desperately trying to escape from freedom. Is the place you're running away from actually where you need to be? Actually, there is no method, no guru, no teacher, and 1,000 right ways of doing everything. We don't see things as they are. We see things as we are. Therefore, make up your own mind about the rightness and wrongness of things, not based on what you're told by others, but based on what you see, feel, and experience with your own eyes, your own heart, and your own mind. Make up your own mind about the goodness and badness of people, not based on how others have been treated by them, but based on how they have treated you. Make up your own mind about the morality and immorality of human behavior, not based on other people's tastes and preferences, but based on your own wisdom, reason, and compassion. Do you want to make tomorrow one of the best days of your life? Defy expectations. Start with little things. Carry an umbrella on a sunny day. Call your boss by her first name. Wear 2 different socks. Don't wear pantyhose. Buy a coffee for the person standing in line behind you. Smile at strangers. Wear flats. Carry a flashlight on a sunny day. Do the unexpected. You have nothing to lose, but I promise you'll discover something important about yourself. You'll be surprised how even the most innocent deviation from conventional behavior will not be overlooked by others. So strong is the pressure to conform. Look at a clock. Watch the second hand. Every moment is just like the one before and after it, devoid of feeling, meaning, and emotion. Why not fill every glass with wine? Defy expectations, and I promise you one of the most memorable days of your life. Sartre writes of a waiter who treats being a waiter as a performance. Sartre keeps wanting to find the real person behind the role, but there is only the script, a set of lines from the waiter. Until Sartre begins to feel like a character in a performance with his own scripted role. Where is the person inside the waiter? He's out of reach. You can't speak to him, only to the waiter. The human being has been reduced to a social role as a result of other people's demands and expectations. The waiter plays the role assigned to him perfectly. He plays the waiter in such a complete way that he lives up to the expectations of his customers and his employer. There is no person inside the waiter. There is only the performance. Who are you? Are you the one and only you? Or are you a person like any other, playing the role of who you are told you are? Are you no more than the roles you are told to play? Are you out of reach, even to yourself? Hemingway wrote a story about an old fisherman and a great fish he dreamed of catching one day. The fisherman and the fish have a great battle, and the old man is the victor. He ties the fish to the side of his boat and heads home. But the fish begins to bleed, and soon sharks attack and consume the fish. The dreams you have about yourself, have your dreams been consumed by sharks until there's nothing left of them? Don't become the waiter. Greater is the individual who is in you than the performance you give in the social world. No less than the trees and the stars, what you want to be, you ought to be. And you have a right to be. Should football players be able to take a knee during the playing of the national anthem? There is never a wrong time to be true to yourself. We figured out everything else. Isn't it time you figured out how to be true to yourself? Hi, I'm Dr. Robert Corey, the Laughing Philosopher. Thanks for listening to my podcast. I've devoted my professional life to the intersection of sociology and philosophy, where the contemporary problems of life meet the ideas and convictions of the greatest human minds. Join me by subscribing to The Laughing Philosopher as we use reason and wisdom to explore big answers to the most important of all big questions: how to live.